Hello and welcome to yet another exciting video on Microsoft Excel, and today we are going to discuss about an Excel function that you probably never knew that it existed, but it is a very useful one. Now here I have some data, and this data is just an assumed data. It is not real data about an organization. However, you can use real data about an organization if you have any. And on this column, I have two columns actually, column A and column B. In column A, I have a month, and in column B, I have sales for each month. So I'm assuming that this data is from an organization that does its bookkeeping on the 20th of every month to try and tell the amount of sales that they have made for that particular month. Now, this organization would like to predict how much sales they are likely to make for the next 6 months. And that is exactly what this Excel function will help the organization in doing. So what the Excel function does is that it takes what you already have and tries to predict where you will be or what you're likely to make in the next period of time that you will achieve. So after you have done this one, you can now come and highlight. You can now come and highlight. Then in where we have our menus here, go to where we have data, and under the data tab, look for where we have forecast, and you can see it over here. So in case you are at home, so you move to the data tab, and then you go to forecast, and then under forecast, you'll see we have what we call what if analysis, and we have the forecast sheet. In this case, we're interested with the forecast sheet. So click on the forecast sheet, and you'll see that it will generate a line chart for you. However, this line chart, as you can see, from the x-axis, it goes up to the 20th of August. So it has just predicted 1 month. So, but in our case, we really wanted it to predict 6 months. That is up to 20th of December. So how can we change this? You just click on this calendar over here, navigate to where you have December, and then select 20th of December. And once you select 20th of December, you realize that it extends the forecast up to 20th of December. Let us now learn how to interpret this forecast that you have over here. So we have a solid or a bold blue line over here. This is the data that we have already provided, which is over here. So it has just plotted our sales in the y-axis vis-a-vis the months in the x-axis. Then from there, we have the bold orange line. This one represents the sales forecast, the most likely. Then we have this orange line in the upper bound. This one represents the highest limit that we are likely to achieve in sales. And then we have this one on the lower edge, which represents the lowest limit that is likely to be achieved in as far as these sales are concerned. So what exactly makes it to make these predictions, and what influences these predictions? Number one is the data that you have already provided it with here. And at number two, we have something that we call the confidence levels. Right here, you can see that it is using 95% confidence level. You can be able to adjust this one either downwards, or you can be able to adjust it upwards up to where you'd like it to be. And as you adjust it, you can see that our figure is changing slightly. Then, if, for example, you are not interested or you are not good at interpreting line charts, you can also move to column charts, or what others call bar charts, and you'll be able to see the same prediction from where we have the orange. And in this case, the lower bound and the upper bound will be shown using this line that you are seeing here. So the margins of this line show the lower bound and the upper bound. So once you are done with that, maybe you would like to generate this data for purposes of sharing with maybe the management of your organization, or maybe you would like to share it with somebody else. So you can just come here and click create. And once you click create, what it does is that it opens a new sheet for you. In this case, you can see it has called sheet 7, gives you the data that you had provided it with, then gives you the predictions. After giving you the prediction, it then gives you even the lower bound and the upper bound, and gives you the line chart for purposes of helping you in making decisions in a better way. You can be able to modify this line chart. Remember, you can be able to add more elements to it. You can be able to add label the axis and so on. And this data can be very helpful, especially for people who are in business and they would like to know how their business is likely to perform. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing, sharing, and liking our videos.